My name is Chris Williams. I am from Olar, South Carolina. I am the owner of Roy's Grill here in Irmo, South Carolina. The sandwich we are preparing today is called the Carolina Korean. I just got back a day ago from the World Food Championships in Dallas. It was the 10th anniversary, and I was in the sandwich category. And this is a sandwich that got me an 8th place. We're going to use our beef. We have some soy sauce, some mirin, some Asian pear for some sweetness. We're gonna put a little sugar in there. We're gonna do some fresh grated ginger, some fresh grated garlic. And at the end, we're gonna put in a little sesame oil. You wanna wait and put in your sesame oil at the end. If so, it'll overpower all of the other ingredients. So we're gonna get started. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our marinade. So marinade, all you need is just one bowl. We need a cup of soy sauce. But I like to get a little fancy with mine. I like to use a little Japanese soy sauce as well called shoyu. Today I'm using a whiskey one and I'm using one that's smoked. It's going to give us a little bit more of a distinct flavor of what we're trying to do. So our Asian pear, we're going to grate it. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my marinade. I'm going to peel my ginger. You don't need a whole lot of ginger. About 1/8 of a cup. Now garlic, you can grate, you can dice, again, just like the pear and everything else. It's all up to you, it's your prerogative. We need to add in 1/4 cup of mirin, all right? And we add in a little water too, so 1/2 cup of sugar. Once we have all our ingredients incorporated in our bowl, now we wanna whisk a little bit. We wanna whisk to incorporate all those ingredients and help dissolve that sugar. Now, with a larger cut of meat like this, you wanna try to clean it up some. We want some fat, we don't want a lot of fat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it into smaller, more manageable chunks of beef. And once we do that, it'll be easier for us to save it. So once we do that, we see all of the grains in our beef are running this way. We want to slice this way, all right? So go put it down here and we're just going to do a thin slice. You're going to slice it as thin as possible. So as we slice it, we just go drop it right into the marinade. All right, so now once we get all of our beef in here, just take it, we're just going to mix it around, make sure we cover all sides of our beef with our marinade. We'll cover, we'll go in the fridge for at least an hour, then we'll come back and we'll start the saute, baby. We need some crispy fried onion straws on top of our sandwich. We'll try to cut them kind of thin, not paper thin, because we're gonna soak them in some milk, buttermilk if you have it. Now we're gonna get into the secret ingredient, a good old Carolina pimento cheese. We'll take my Middleton steel knife and I'm gonna cut off a nice little block, nice little chunk of this smoked Gouda. And I'm just gonna grate my cheese in here. Our other two products I'm gonna use today, I'm gonna use Philadelphia cream cheese and the only mayo in the world, Duke's. Other than that, I have like a garden herb blend. It's just dehydrated vegetables like dehydrated carrots, onions, garlic. I mix that in there to give it a little flavor. We're gonna put that all in, we're gonna mix that up, we're gonna sit that aside. By now our beef should be ready to finish marinating and ready to go to the grill. And now for the sizzle. And now we work. We're just gonna cut them up a little bit more, make them a little bit more tender, give that marination some time to start to caramelize on there. And now is when we're gonna start to let that magic happen. Take our beef off. We're gonna take our buns back, we're gonna flip them, we're gonna get a little toast on the opposite side. Now we're gonna do our onion straws. That onion straws we had soaking in our milk, our buttermilk mixture, whatever we had going on earlier. Now we're gonna coat those in some seasoned flour. All right. So when they start to get a little golden brown almost, you kind of want to snatch them. While they are still hot, we're going to season them so our season sticks to them, okay? The last thing we need to do is we need to make our sriracha mayo. Mayo and sriracha is real simple. We put a little granulated garlic, but we're using Duke's. It's got that twang. If you use a cup of Duke's, use 1/4 cup of sriracha. And we're gonna whisk. Secret ingredient, a little granulated garlic. Don't tell anybody. We got our sriracha mayo mix. Now we build our sandwich. First thing, we're gonna take some of that pimento cheese we made earlier, and we're just gonna smear it on the bottom. We are going to put some of our spicy mayo on here. By this time, the marination and that good thick, sticky sauce from your beef is falling to the bottom. So just mix it up a little bit with a gloved hand. And we're just gonna start to pile that beef on there. Don't be afraid. All right. Crispy fried onions. And now to garnish, guys, we're gonna take some freshly chopped green onions. My name is Chris Williams. I'm the owner of Roy's Grill, Irmo, South Carolina. And this is the Carolina Korean.